And now, is budgeting the easiest thing ever? No. Remember that this time is valuable. So valuable. Another part of independence that a lot of people don't talk about. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shakoya Clark, your grad school bestie in all things lifestyle, college, and mental health. If you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I missed you so much.
They say she get it from her mama. Mama say you fuck her right, body rude is unpolite. Tell me you know.
So today's video is a continuation of the series that I started last week calling Navigating November. Today's video is specifically about navigating living at home while being in my 20s. Yeah, I'm 23 if y'all don't know. I just turned 23 in July. But I am a grad student who is mainly focused on just trying to get out of school, finish school with a good grade, and make connections so that when I finally get my job, it's well paid and I can support myself by the time I'm able to move out. Like probably maybe 3 months, 5 months within my job. Anyways, we will get into that. So let's get right into the video talking about how I'm navigating my life living in my 20s. Okay, y'all, so I have been living at home forever. I've never had a point where I moved out and then I moved back in. I've been living here since I was born. Not this house specifically, obviously, but I've been living with my mom since the day I was here. But living at home in your 20s specifically can be a huge mixed experience. On one hand, you can save up all your money for when you want to move out, or you're able to do a lot more things. Like I'm able to travel a little bit more because I live at home and I don't have to pay rent or groceries or utilities or anything like that. On the other hand, you don't feel as independent as, you know, someone who has their own place. Like privacy is a huge thing for me as I'm continuing to grow older. And, you know, with my sister and my mom and technically my boyfriend, privacy is really big for me, but that's not a huge issue when it comes to living with my family. But having something that is 100% yours and you can tell people, no, I don't want company today, or no, I don't want to talk today. You know, that freedom that you have when you have your own place, you don't really get that when you are staying at home. I think in my case specifically, I'm able to tell my family, no, I don't want to talk today, but it's just like, I want to be in the kitchen 100% alone. I want to be in the house 100% alone, but I live at home, so that's just not necessarily possible. Every challenge that I am going through while living at home, it's teaching me a lesson. Like privacy is a really big thing for me. How am I going to navigate that when I do have my own place? And how do I navigate it now? And also it's teaching me independence. What does that look like while I am living at home? What does independence look like for me while I'm still living here in my 20s? Like I mentioned previously, you know, it's pretty easy for me to tell my family when I don't want to do stuff or I don't want to talk. And you know, that's a really big part of living at home, and that's setting boundaries. I feel like if you are not able to set boundaries with the people that you live with or at home with your parents, I think it's probably best that you find your way to moving out, because if you cannot set boundaries with the people that you live with at home, that can be huge. Like that can be really detrimental to your mental health, because it's like, well, I don't want to do that. And if you don't have the option to not do that, kinda might as well go ahead and look for your own place. But when it comes to setting boundaries, in my experience, it's sharing what I need and what I need help with. So for example, the bathroom. I feel like, I don't know if I've mentioned this on my channel, but I am not the only person that uses the bathroom. But sometimes it can be me being the only person that actually cleans the bathroom. And for a while that has been an issue for me. But I share with the other people that I live with, hey y'all, I need help doing this. And my mom is the same way. She's like, hey y'all, I need help taking out the trash, doing the dishes. I can't do this all by myself. You know, it's okay for y'all to live here. I don't have a problem with that. But I do need help with other things around the house. Because my mom wants a life too. Like she wants to do whatever we're doing, and you know, she wants to have her own life too. Her only title is not mom. Another thing that has really helped me while I have been living at home in my 20s is having routines and setting certain spaces and even times for certain activities. So like, I don't know if I can show y'all. I don't think I can show y'all, but this where I am right now, this is my desk. And my desk is like very sacred to me. My room is too, but I share my room with my boyfriend. My desk is incredibly sacred to me. This is where I have my counseling sessions, probably future counseling sessions with my clients, my own counseling sessions. This is where I do my homework. This is where, and please don't call me out if you've watched my vlogs. I do a lot of my homework in bed, but this is where I write in my journal on my iPad. This is where my monitor is. Like this is the space, and I don't feel comfortable doing a lot of things outside of my room because it's just a communal space. And plus my mom works from home, so her office is open, like she doesn't have her door, so it just doesn't feel right to have conversations and certain things outside of this space. So this space is strictly for a lot of things, and same thing with my room. And when it comes to routines, like my routines are incredibly flexible. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but in my eyes it's pretty good. I don't wake up at the same time every day. I just don't, because I have that luxury right now. But a routine that I have is not eat the same thing every day, but how do I put this? Kind of like what I mean by routines is like things that give me a sort of independence, like cooking. I love cooking. Last night, for the past 2 days actually, I've been making pizza and wings, and hopefully I can figure out how to put a picture like right here. My boyfriend loves it when I make pizza and wings. Like that's his favorite thing. But cooking gives me a huge sense of independence. But I think I've had that sense of independence for a long time because my mom doesn't really cook big meals like, okay y'all, dinner is ready. Cooking gives me a huge sense of independence while I'm living at home, because I can cook for myself. I don't have to cook for anybody else, including my boyfriend. I can cook my own food. I can go buy my own food. Like that's a type of routine, like cooking something almost every single day. It feels really good. So the part that I feel like everybody is really not worried about but interested in is financial independence. I can't say that I'm financially independent. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm 23 years old and I do not feel like I'm financially independent, and that's fine because I have a supportive parent, a supportive sibling, and a supportive partner that all support me. I don't want to say financially, but if I needed something financially, they are definitely there for me. But being financially independent, it will allow me to go on my own path. But like I said, I'm not financially independent yet. But the things that I've been doing to work on being financially independent is working on a savings. I don't work as much, because if I did, y'all would be seeing it. I'd be taking y'all with me. But I don't work as much. But when I do work, a lot of that money goes towards my savings because I want to be out of here by 2026. It's supposed to be fall 26, but I really want to be out of here, meaning the house, by 2026. I'm supposed to graduate next fall or spring of 26. So I just, yeah. So saving is a really big deal for me. And I also save right now for like rainy days. I never know what's gonna come up, where if I need to if I feel like I need to give my mom some money for the car. I also don't have my own car. I share my mother's car, and that just works for us. Budgeting is another thing that I do while I stay at home in my 20s. Budgeting. And now, is budgeting the easiest thing ever? No. I'm gonna be honest, no, it's really not. Especially because I don't work as much and I live at home, so I don't have any bills other than like subscriptions or anything like that. So it is difficult to budget for certain things because it's like, well, I don't have anything real to pay for. But I promise you, once you think you don't have anything to really pay for, all that stuff comes up, especially if you have your own car. So it's always good to just have a savings for anything, whether you're saving up for your own place or just a rainy day fund. Another part of independence that a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to being in your 20s or even just living at home, whatever, is emotional independence. Emotional independence. I have been, especially this past year, I've been looking forward to depending on myself for motivation and growth. Now, that's not saying like, oh, I'm not watching the YouTube videos, forget my mom, forget my sister, forget my boyfriend, like I'm not listening to anything that they say. No, that's not what I'm saying. Is I'm taking the tidbits that everybody is saying and I'm applying it to my life so I can become emotionally independent. And I think that I've gotten there. If I was to move out today, financially, I probably wouldn't be all that good. But emotionally, like I depend on myself. I look at myself when something's wrong. Like I'm looking at my boyfriend and my mom less and less and less when something is wrong. It's not like, oh my gosh, this is happening, da 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 da. Oh my gosh, this is happening, mom, da 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 da. No. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's literally nothing wrong with that. But looking at myself for motivation and for the right answers is super important. It helps me build resilience and confidence so that when I do move out, I do feel confident in my decisions and things that I am wanting to do. I think the first thing that really helped was when I was still going to my mom and my boyfriend for decisions. I realized, I was like, okay, but I'm making the final decision. You know, I'm listening to what they're saying, but what is it that I really want to do? And I think that was a really big first step to emotional independence. I'm also learning to just embrace this chapter of my life. I don't know if I've talked about it on this channel, but being present is really difficult for me. Being excited for having kids, getting married, having my own place, all of that stuff, I'm looking forward to all that stuff and I want it to happen right now. It's like, oh my gosh, I need to plan for moving out and I need to do this and do this. Mind you, moving out is 2 years away. 2 years away. So being present and just embracing this chapter of my life has really helped me just be grateful that I am even able to live at home right now. It is so easy to feel like you are behind, especially with 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds, whoever on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, getting their own place at such a young age. But I think it's pretty normal, especially in today's economy, it's pretty normal to be living at home until you're like 25 and maybe even like, I don't know, 30. But what I do is I remind myself all the time, and I had to do this in undergrad as well, this is my path. You know, I'm so excited for the 18-year-old, don't get me wrong. I'm so excited for the 21-year-old. I'm so excited for the 30-year-old that they have their own place. I actually love it, and it actually inspires me to go even harder so I can have my own place. But I have to remember that this is my journey, this is my path, and that is their path. Staying at home is the best decision for me, and if moving out was the best decision for me, I would have moved out. But that's just not my journey. That's just not my path. It's helping me build a foundation for when I do have my own place. I'm incredibly grateful for the opportunity to even stay at home, because when I graduated undergrad, I was so nervous I was gonna have to straight get a job and move out. But no, my mom was all like, if you want to go to grad school, no, I'm here to support you. And I'm grateful for that, because not all parents are willing to even support their child through grad school. Because it's like, undergrad I can see, but grad school, girl, no, you need to do that on your own. But I have such an amazing parent that I'm still here at 23. Like I said before, I'm setting goals for my future, and getting married is not necessarily a goal, and having kids is not necessarily a goal, but moving out is a goal. Being financially independent, just figuring out what all of that looks like while being at home, that's a huge opportunity. Some people have to figure that out along the way. They have to move out and figure out, what does moving out look like? But while I'm here at 23, I can have all my cards in play. Like, I've already been looking at apartments that I may want, but my mom also did say she might even give me the house, so we'll see. So if you're also navigating your life in your 20s while you're at home, remember that this time is valuable, so valuable. Use this time to grow, to save, and explore what independence means to you. What does it look like for you? What does financial independence look like for you? What does physical independence look like for you? Emotional independence. This is your time to really, I'm not gonna lie, explore yourself, explore a lifestyle, because once you get your own place, it's a little bit harder to explore because you're paying for it all. you are paying for it all. I hope that this video has given you a few ideas to try out and a little bit of comfort to know that you are not alone in this journey. I mean, I love staying at home. There are moments where I want to move out so bad, and I brought it up to my mom. I was like, Mom, I want to move out. She's like, okay, what does that look like? And she clocks my tea every time. But she knows that I want to move out, but I don't want to move out because I'm not financially independent. But again, just know that you guys are not alone in this journey. If anybody can relate, it's really me, because I'm here full-time. I'm a full-time stay-at-home daughter, content creator, grad student. Like, that is just my thing. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and being part of my series Navigating November. If you're new here, please like this video, subscribe, and after you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video, whether that is a vlog or a informational video, a self-help video, whatever it is. Guys, I don't want you to miss my videos. Click the bell so you get notifications when I post. Don't you guys want to see my face? Don't you guys miss my face? I be missing y'all. I tell y'all that I miss you guys. Do you guys miss my face? Hit the bell if you miss me. And after you've done all of that, I want you guys to comment something, anything. It can be anything. I respond to almost all of my comments, whether that is a like or a reply. I see all your comments. I read all your comments. But if you're going to comment something, comment if you stay at home, what are you doing to figure all of that out? But if you do have your own place, how did you get there? Because I want to know. Tell us tips in the comments how you got your own place, whether that is through financial independency, emotional independency, whatever it is, what that looks like. Please help us in the comments below. All right, guys, I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.